Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a message for Taurus for the month of April 2020. I apologize that it's late, but better late than never, right? Happy birthday to all my Tauruses. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. My son is a Taurus as well. And, if your birthday is in May, early happy birthday. Guys, thank you for being here. I hope that you've had a great month so far. I'm going to try and keep this short, so I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to jump in to guide, guard, bless, and protect me, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, as well as Archangel Metatron. And this is for April 2020, but take what you feel is for you, and remember time is fluid. So this may be a message for you that's coming into May, and I truly believe Spirit works in divine timing, and this message is exactly when it's supposed to be. So for all my subscribers, thank you guys for being here. You mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, if this resonates, please feel free and subscribe. Join the journey with me and let me encounter your energy more often. But remember, no matter what messages come through today, only take what's for you, and it's still up to you on how you integrate this guidance today. So I'm going to start off with the Earth Magic Oracle, and we're going to get one message here for the sign of Taurus for April 2020. Please, what messages would you have any of my Tauruses know? Woo! There is a blessing. There is always a rainbow after the storm. And pay attention as well to the skies right now. Some of us, when the sun is hitting the clouds, you may see, sometimes they're called sun dogs or projections. You may see a lot of energy in the sky. To me, when this happens, when there's no rain, this is visible energy. And to me as well, this is God, Source, Spirit speaking to us, wanting us to know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, that no matter how gray the skies have been, the sun will come out again, and that there's also illumination here. Very, very, very important to count your blessings, as well as this to me is above the clouds. Some of us, this may be dreaming, daydreaming. Let's see what else. The bottom of the deck I'm asked to show you is love and compassion and sharing things from our heart, as well as the Milky Way is here. They want me to show you, and strength. Perspective is the Milky Way. When we look at things from a perspective of what was the blessing, what was here, what was this lesson, what was I being taught, why did this happen, instead of being upset sometimes when things happen, instead of saying, why did this happen to me, it's happening for us, because there's always a room and a chance for growth. And it's how we shift our perspective. When we come to this world with love and compassion, that is our true strength. For some of us, there may be something that is with this strength card that you are going to learn. For me as well, this is Earth. This is you guys, Taurus. This is immovable mountains of strength. I'm going to clarify that strength card, please, Spirit. Ooh, left one down here, which is river and movement, and probably showing me because I was drawn to this river, but I didn't say anything. That allowing the emotions to flow, allowing the waters to pour, and refusing to stay stagnant. That's the strength that we have. This river, it's moving. These mountains may be high, but not unclimbable. Maybe unmovable, but that is well, this vigilance, this resilience, that's our strength. That this river is life-giving as well. As you see these trees right here, it's all about our perspective in this world. One more card from the Earth Magic Oracle. Thank you. Effortless and waterfall. I feel like with this love and compassion and the rainbow here, there may be a lot of time to process some emotions. And if you see as well, this is moving. This is going with the flow, not resisting, going with the energy when things come to us, feeling them out, experiencing what we experience, but not allowing ourselves to get stuck or too focused on one specific aspect. And also remembering that strength also is the ability to feel emotions, and tears, they don't make you weak. Tears make you strong as well. I'm really welling up, like I feel like my eyes, I want to cry throughout this. For some of you guys, changing your perspective and focusing on the blessings, not to focus on the hardships, not to focus on the things that may have hurt us, but to focus on love and compassion, and to allow these emotions to truly move us. That's what makes us human. We have emotions. And I feel like as well, not being afraid to express them. Veiled is on the bottom. Some of you may be going through things that you haven't talked to people about, you haven't explained to people about. And I feel like if that's not an option, if you don't feel like you can talk to people about something, or if you're hiding something within your heart, within your soul, write it out. Speak to your phone, talk to a loved one. But the top of the deck was vulnerability, remaining open throughout whatever is happening. And this is such an important message, that there are blessings all around you. So allow yourself to feel moved by emotion in this time. So I'm going to bring a message from the Sacred Rebel Oracle, please. Okay, what else would you like Taurus to know? Number 16, what you want wants you as well. And the bottom of the deck is the whole cover as well. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. If there's something unexplainable, and if there is a internal longing or desire that you've held, honoring that. Remembering that sometimes our mind gets in the way and it can cloud us, much like this idea that strength is only in being strong, our idea of masculine, this hegemonic masculinity, if you will, of what we feel like as a society as a whole, of what a masculine identity needs to look like, this strong, unmoved, non-crying person. But that's not true. This logical mind, regardless of how logical we look at things, and regardless of how much we may try to detach from situations, our heart still has a song that it wants us to hear. And for me as well, that is strength, to listen to the heart, to listen to the heart of the matter, and to listen to your heart. Even if there's an outpouring, I feel like there's an outpouring of love this month as well, or asking you to outpour your love, to show your strength as well, to show your compassion. And when we follow our heart, there's right here, this galaxy, this perspective. I feel like this is also saying, come to everything with an open mind and an open perspective, because portals will open for you when you follow and you listen to your heart chakra, your heart as well. This is my opinion, but I feel like this is the connectedness to our soul as well. This is one of the biggest places that we feel energy, one of the biggest places that we have lessons to learn. And if we allow our mind to cloud what the heart is trying to say, you can close that out and close it out. Spirit's asking you to remain vulnerable, to remain true to yourself, because when we're vulnerable in this meadow, there's so much life here. Little side note as a joke, when I was choosing what I wanted to name my channel, my mother and I were joking, why don't you call yourself Meadow? And it was like, I can't call myself Meadow because I feel like I'd leave myself a little wide open. I'm just going to pause you for a minute, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. So, I'm going to bring a message now from the Nicoletta Cecily or Cecily Tarot and see what messages or tarot wisdom we have for Taurus for April 2020, please, Spirit. They want me to look at vulnerability, and I have a few here messages. I'm not reading reversals today. This was in the reverse, and I said I'm not reading reversals, but I feel like this is kind of this idea of this broken heart. This Three of Cups is about happiness, joy, celebration, friendship, working together, and enjoying the spoils of life together, as well as I love that they're mermaids. I feel like in this, Spirit's asking you, we have the Magician, let's not focus. Let's shift our perspective, right? Let's shift our perspective from the things that have broke our heart to the things that light up our heart, to the things that make us happy. And as well as with this happiness, you have to swim in the water. You have to immerse yourself in it. You have to feel the emotions to feel love, right? Shift your perspective to love. Shift your perspective to togetherness and focus on, what is this world I want to manifest? The Magician is about manifesting. And if you look here, she's taking off the mask. Also, what I'm hearing is taking off this predatory mask, because she has down here, it's like she's a cat, but she's not really a cat, with a caged bird down here. That caged bird, I feel like I'm going to pull a card on that, but I feel like this as well is what do you want to show yourself into the world as? What do you want to create more of? Because I promise you, whatever you focus on, you're going to create more of that in your life. For example, if we focus on anxiety, or we focus on something that gives us anxiety and we just can't let it go, and we keep thinking about it, we're manifesting anxiety. When we think about brokenheartedness, and when we consider, if we allow our mind to get in the way of our heart, we're manifesting brokenheartedness. I ask you guys to manifest happiness and joy by shifting again this perspective and being truly open and vulnerable with yourself, but again allowing those emotions to flow. And you have this, the 5 of Swords, and this is places where maybe there's been cruelty, maybe there's been unpleasantness as well with this Queen of Swords. This is air quality, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius it could be, or it could be asking you to see clearly and see above. If there's been cutting words, if there's been places where, your relationship with others hasn't worked or has just been not as nice. I heard vile for some of you. If it's not been so nice, if this has been from you, it's asking you, I feel like, because this was again in the reverse, and I said I'm not going to read reversals, but it's asking you to make the apologies necessary, to feel out this energy, and as well as to really understand, again, why, why did I act like that? And what was the underlying feeling? Was I reacting? Did I say mean things because I was hurt and I wanted to hurt someone else? And in this, when we do that, what do we manifest? A whole lot of hurt. For some of us as well, this is to see if someone else has done this as well, to see clearly, to try not to use those biting words back. For some of us, maturity means to walk away from the struggle and to shift the perspective to go, you know what, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve to constantly have to defend yourself as well, as I feel like with this. And if you see this carrot, he's a little sad because this person wants to eat him, wants to chop him up into little bits. As well as her, with the Queen of Swords, sometimes she can be a little bit biting. But she's also loving and nurturing. And I feel like this is giving way to new ideas, new thoughts. I'm going to clarify a little bit. Tell me about the Magician with that cage, the Hermit. So this, again, fell in the reverse. I don't want to read reversals, right? But it's saying don't cage yourself up. Don't hide your heart away, because with this Magician, right, pretending to be a cat and keeping your heart caged up so that you don't feel, that's not going to serve you in this position. It's saying take some time to think, to see, maybe quiet down, right? But with this card as well, don't stay too much in your head on the situation, because but also, okay, that in this time, this could be just you getting in touch with your own vulnerable nature, your own thoughts on this. And again, it's what we think we create. That's this law of attraction as well. If I always put myself down, or I always think that nothing ever works out in love, nothing ever works out in life, that's my perspective in this world, and I'm going to call that energy, because I'm starting every project with already one foot kind of out the door of success, one foot saying it's not going to work, so I'm not going to put my all into it. Try and remove that perspective to, you know what, I'm going to give it everything I've got. I'm going to pour my heart and soul into this, and I'm going to do the best that I can do, and I'm not going to cage my heart. I'm going to allow myself to feel. I'm going to allow myself to feel the things and bring blessings. Allow movement, right? Allow any stagnant energy in the heart space to dissolve and just go away. And again, rather than focusing on the things that have hurt us, let's focusing on the things that bring us joy, because it's only going to bring more joy into our life. That's what I have for you guys. Oh, they're asking me to show you the bottom of the deck. We got the World. This is completion. Well, it's the Wheel of Fortune, sorry. The Wheel of Fortune. And this is, I feel like it's time to turn the wheel, right? It's time to turn the wheel on perspectives that we've had. Clarify that. Thank you. And get the Ten of Swords. Changing the way that we think. Changing the way that we manifest. And opening our heart up, because as well, don't let your head get in the way of what's meant for you, right? Don't overthink things. Let's put an end to overthinking, and rather than focusing on, again, just the negatives, we focus on the positives. Thank you. And this is the Nine of Pentacles. stable, grounded, not needing anything, not wanting, right? Whole, as well as holding the swan. There is also, I feel like this is the ugly duckling in some ways. For any of you guys who remember that, my kids love that book. But appearances aren't everything, and we may start out looking maybe not as cute as the yellow goslings, but the swan is graceful. I heard pious as well. But there is a real quality to the swan as well, of purity and whiteness. So focusing on yourself as well right now, and focusing on all of the blessings again in this world, and to know as well that expressing your heart's desires, expressing your vulnerability with this strength card, this is important as well. Don't keep it all to yourself, okay? Open up, because that's still strength. And again, with this effortlessness, allow it to come. The bottom of the deck is the star, because that helps you heal, my friends. Have a wonderful, wonderful month, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. Love you all.